Would you ever go to your radio and cuss it out because it plays that same damn song over and over and over again? You've been stuck on that station for as long as I've known you. You wouldn't. You just change the dial. In other words, it's so simple to just change the frequency and get something different. And yet, so many of you are frustrated because it's like you've got your dial super glued right where it is. And you're sort of writhing in discontent about what's happening when you can change the dial. You can. So it always sounds like when we have a conversation with someone who is bold enough to state an issue that they're dealing with, it always sounds like we want you to make peace with that. It's not just that. We want you to make peace with everything that's happening in your life in an attitude of, I am where I am and I'm doing pretty darn good and I'm pleased with how far I've come and I'm doing better and it's getting clearer and I know more today than I did yesterday, and now I know I am an eternal being in a way I didn't know before, and I have this clear picture that I am a source energy, and now I understand this stream that I'm being called toward. I now understand my emotions completely in ways I've never known before. I now can quantify every journey because I can tell which way's moving toward improvement and which ways moving away from it. I now get it in ways that I never got it before. This is fun. This process of becoming is fun. You got to realize that you're putting your boat in the water, but it doesn't matter where you're putting it in the water. It couldn't matter less because the stream's moving that away, and that's where everything you want is. So what possible difference does it make where you're putting your boat in the stream? You're doing the best you can do. You can't put the boat in the stream at 30 pounds lighter or 100 pounds lighter. You can't do it. You're putting your boat in the stream where you are. Do you know that the source within you never stops loving you no matter where you are? And do you know that everything that you consider to be not good that's happened to you is only as a result of you not seeing yourself as the source within you sees you? Period. That's all it is. You are vibrational beings. You are not a physical being who weighs more than you want to weigh. You are a vibrational being who is upstream more often than you want to be upstream. And you can do something about that right now. You can't dump off those pounds that you don't want instantly, but you can find a thought that feels better instantly, and you can turn downstream, and you can bring yourself, and this is what we want. We want more than all other things put together. We want for you, more important than everything else that we've said to you here or to anyone ever, we want for you to be able to put on that new dress and look in the mirror or whatever it is, and look in the mirror and like what you see. We want you to like what you see because you are a being in the state of evolving. We want you to look in the mirror and we want you to see the source shining back from you, from your eyes. We want you to see the trillions of cells in your body that are all perfect in their response to whatever it is that you are about. We want you to see this magnificent physical apparatus. We want you to adore the functioning of your brain process and the functioning of the way your body is working. We want you to see so much more to look in that mirror and see and adore than there is to see and not like so much. You've just got to train yourself to like what you see. You must like yourself. You must like what you see before you can turn downstream toward everything that's in your vibrational escrow, which includes the body you want, which includes the relationships you want, which includes the dynamic dollars that you want, which includes the love of life and adventure of this planet that you want. You see, it's all there for you, but you can't get there from there. You got to change the way you see yourself, and you got to do it before the way you see yourself changes. That's the thing that's so tricky. Oh yeah, well, if I can bang myself into a better position, then I'll like what I see. Oh yeah, I'll work really hard. I'll deprive myself of this and this and this. I'll read the 400 millionth book that has been written on what I should and shouldn't eat. I'll follow the latest fad. I'll follow the latest fad relative to motions. I'll make it happen. I'll make it happen so that then I can look in the mirror and like what I see. We say, doesn't work that way. You got to look in the mirror as you are and like what you see, and then what you see will change. What we want you to understand is, you got to understand, you've been living life and you've put what you want, including the physical body that you want, over there in your vibrational escrow, and it's there and waiting for you. And there's something that you're doing on a really consistent basis that is keeping you from easily moving toward it. And we think what it is in most cases with most people, and it certainly is true here, you're trying to make too big of a jump because you're so sure. The strongest vibration that we can feel from you on this subject is, I don't like where I am. So when the universe shines its law of attraction on you, as it applies the law of gravity and law of attraction to you, what it's amplifying is how you feel, how you feel, how you feel, how you feel, how you feel. And that's why things don't change very fast. Do you know that what you're living is the indicator of your vibration, period? You don't go to the gas station with your gas gauge on empty and just lay your head on the steering wheel and sob. It's over. Look what I've come to. And you do something about it. You just fill up your tank, you see. It's an indicator, and every manifestation is an indicator. And so to get a different indicator, it's an indicator of what? It's an indicator of vibration. So when you shift vibration, you'll get a different indicator. All manifestation is just an indicator of vibration. But you all, and not just you, almost all of you, you take the reality that exists and you make it so meaningful. You take too many pictures of it. You make too many monuments about it. You make the reality too real. And you hold yourself in the reality when we want to say reality doesn't mean diddly squat. It's just the current indicator of the summation of your vibration, but it's so in flux. It's so morphing. It's so changing, amending, evolving, becoming. It doesn't mean anything. Where you are doesn't matter. It's sort of like if you were in the old days in the dark room developing your film, and at first it doesn't look anything like you want it to, and then it becomes and becomes and becomes and becomes and becomes and becomes right before your eyes. Well, that's what's happening with you. You're becoming and becoming and becoming and becoming and becoming and becoming right before your eyes. But you got to be all right with where you are now in the process of becoming. And the thing that keeps you from moving in the direction of what you want is your distaste about where you are. It's your condemnation about where you are. It's your regret about where you are. It's your unworthiness about who you are. It's a general consensus of displeasure about my now that won't let you move to a better place, you see. So you just got to make peace, make peace, make peace, make peace, make peace, not just with your physical body. Your physical body is just an indicator of how you feel about a whole lot of things. You got to make peace with where you are in relationships and in terms of money and in terms of, you got to make peace with where you are. You've got to stop warring with who you are. So much of the world has shown its displeasure at so much of the world. You all run around defensive. You're more worried about what somebody else is thinking about you than you are about how you feel in any moment in time. You got to get over that. It's got to matter to you how you feel about this and that and this and that and this and that. And so making peace with where you are, oh, it is so delicious to begin making peace with where you are. I am where I am, not this is who I am, or this is the label that somebody has given me, or this is the body condition that I've come to. You are a vibrational being, a vibrational being. So what we're wanting you to do now that you're in the vortex and feeling it so profoundly, is just milk it. Make your list of positive aspects and your rampage of appreciation. I just love knowing the power of the universe. It is so satisfying knowing that the laws of the universe are always consistent. I love knowing that whatever I'm feeling is replicated by the life that I'm living, so that I always know what I need to do. I love knowing that a limp feeling or a negative feeling means that I need to tune up and sharpen, and I'm really good at focusing. I like to focus. I love the feeling of clarity that comes when I do focus. And it is so satisfying to know I'm out of whack and then deliberately focus myself into alignment and feel the improvement in my solar plexus through the energy or emotion that I'm feeling, and then to watch a manifestation come soon on the heels of that lets me know that I'm tuned in, tapped in, turned on. There is nothing in all of the universe more exhilarating than to deliberately think about something, think myself deliberately into alignment, and then watch watch the cooperative universe yield it to me in full manifestational form. I feel invincible when things like this happen. The little things that happen all day, every day are eternal evidence that lets me know the power of my creating. I am a really good focuser. I can focus myself into confusion, or I can focus myself into clarity. I can focus myself out of the vortex, or I can focus myself into the vortex. But anytime I make the effort, first I get the emotional ride of relief, and then I get the exhilarating ride of getting to watch the evidence assembling itself. And most of all, I feel the invincibility that I know I was born with, that I've been searching for ever since, because I know that I am a powerful, worthy creator and that good things are supposed to happen for me. I know these things. I love knowing these things. I love the constant plethora of things that are shown to me just to help me to give birth to rockets of desire. And then I love the feeling of the source within me holding those things and shining the bright beacon of vibration for me to measure myself against. And I love even the negative emotion that I feel, because negative emotion lets me know my proximity to the vortex, just like hopeful lets me know. And when I'm hopeful, the vortex takes me in and shows me something and makes me believe. I love this stuff. I love knowing what I know about the universe. I'm a powerful creator. I'm invincible. There is nothing I cannot be or do or have.
Thank you very much.
That's what we mean by milking it. Get in there and let it flow, because you're never the same again after you do that. Once you find that place, you are never comfortable again outside the vortex on that topic. In other words, once and for all, you've cleaned it all up. You've become a cooperative component to all kinds of things that have already been stirring there. You're going to have an amazing next few days. Now what?